with the drop-offs that you do, were you doing it before COVID, or you just needed to adapt once you reopen up?
That's a great question. So going to the suburbs is a definitely new concept. Before COVID, the thought of going to the suburbs was nothing I even would have considered. But we had to repivot our business model. And before I joined forces with a company called Dwell Social, we were doing it on our own. In fact, our first suburb that we did was Western Springs. And that's because one of our bigger fans, her name is Lisa, said, "Hey, would you guys consider coming out to Western Springs to drop off meal kits to us?" And I said, "Well, why not?" And I recall getting about 70 orders, 70 to Western Springs. Wow, okay. And that was the start of something very big. Then we went on to Oak Park. We've done Evanston. We've done Park Ridge. We've done Highland Park. We've done Deerfield. And then we joined forces with a company called Dwell Social. Because after a while, when you do it on your own, your Facebook fans and your Instagram fans, they get not that they get exhausted with Irazu, but they've done it once and they're not going to do it every week. But with a company like Dwell Social, they have a larger audience. They have a larger market share. I'll give you an example. We're going to an outlying area in a suburb this Friday to an outlying area called Beverly on the south side of Chicago, and we've already sold out. So there's areas that have been underrepresented with good food. Even the suburbs, they usually have chain restaurants. They don't have mom and pop restaurants like Irazu. They want to try something different. They get the post either via Facebook or Instagram or whatever platform they get it through. A lot of these folks either lived in the neighborhood at one point in Bucket Park or Bucktown, now live in the suburbs. From experience, I could tell you the strongest ones have been Oak Park, because a lot of people that used to live in the city moved to Oak Park. And of course, my hometown of Elmhurst has been very kind and generous to us as well. Highland Park is very good to us, but we never expected that Beverly would be, and they're crushing it for us. We're heading out there this Friday.
Okay. So how does that work? So they concentrate on one or two suburbs?
Dwell Social sends out a calendar every week, and typically we're on their calendar 1, 2, 3 times a week, depending on how we get scheduled. This week, for example, we're on there 3 times. Tomorrow we're going to Oak Forest. Wednesday we're headed to Gurney, I believe it is Gurney, and then Friday we're headed to Beverly. Dwell Social handles all the scheduling. They handle all the marketing and the advertising. They do a lot of the back end work. Okay. They do all the communication with our customers. What I like to do as the owner of the restaurant, if I get the order, I see an order from Sergio, I will personally call them. I will say, Sergio, thank you so much for your support. Your support means the world to us. It keeps my staff employed. It keeps me out of the unemployment line. I appreciate your support, and I appreciate you reshare this post with neighbors, friends, and family in your neighborhood. So I try to drum up with support as well by calling them personally. I call every single customer. And I do the same for a lot of the customers that order in the morning for the evening. When I have time, I grab orders, I start calling customers and saying thank you. I think reaching out to them and really recognizing their patronage and their business. There's 10,000 other restaurants in the city. And when they select Irazu as their restaurant of choice for dinner or for their party, for their get-together, that's our highest compliment. And we're humbled, we're flattered, we're grateful. And it's no coincidence that we've been in business almost 31 years now.
Okay. No, that's really good that you're giving that extra touch, to building that relationship with your clients.
It's the pura vida service that we're known for. It's a Latin warmth